Welcome back, students. So in this video we are going to see what is the definition of a random variable and what are the different types of random variables. So what is the definition of a random variable? A random variable may be defined as a rule. It is a rule or a functional relationship that assigns a real number to each possible outcome of a random experiment. So this is the definition of a random variable. So it means that a random variable may be defined as it is a rule or it is a functional relationship. So this functional relationship assigns the real numbers to each possible outcome of a random experiment. So this is the definition of a random variable. So the random variable concept is such an important powerful tool in solving the probability problems. That means practical probability problems. A random variable is represented by a bold-faced letters, that is capital X and capital Phi, capital Y. So the random variables are represented by bold-faced letters and the values are represented by small letters, that is lowercase letter, small x or small y, etc. So simply we can say that random variable means, suppose S is a sample space of a random experiment and X is any function, then X is a mapping from S to R is called as a random variable. So this is a simple definition of a random variable. So there are two types of random variables, that is one is discrete random variable and second one is continuous random variable. So number one, discrete random variable means. So discrete means finite number of values. So discrete means a random variable that can assume a countable number of values or that can assume a finite number of values is called as discrete random variable. So continuous random variable means which takes its value continuously. That means the best example are age, weight, height of a person or animal or anything we can take. So it may continuously change. Or if you take a speedometer of a vehicle, then the pointer always will be not at a constant. If you stop the vehicle, then only it will be at a constant 0, or otherwise it will move. So it will move. It changes its value regularly. So based on the speed. So speedometer of a vehicle. This is also the best example of a continuous random variable. So here I have taken the other examples. The number of newspapers sold by New York Times. So it is discrete. Why? Because it is countable. That means we can count. That means it is a finite. So it is a discrete. Next, the amount of ink used in printing a Sunday edition of a newspaper of New York Times. So that means this is a continuous. Why it is continuous? Why means here ink we cannot count exactly by the drops we cannot count. So ink is something that is measured, but we cannot count it. It is not countable. So this is an example of a continuous. So the examples of random variable. Here I have taken an examples. So if two coins are tossed, then the sample space consists of two square that equal to four elements: head head, head tail, tail head, tail tail. So we have to define a mapping. X is a mapping from S to R. So x of S equal to x of S1, x of S2, x of S2, and x of S4. Next that is 2. He has given that x of S equal to number of heads in S. That means two heads we are having, one head we are having, one head we are having, zero heads we are having. So we can observe from this two heads, one head, no heads. So that is here 2, 1, 1, 0. So it is subset or equal to R. Why means these are the real numbers. So these are subset or equal to R. Therefore x of S equal to 0, 1, 2. That means it is a mapping from X to R. Therefore it is a random variable. Or we can take another example. Here I have taken a sample space with a set of vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. So I have taken the random variable x in such a way that each value or each alphabet corresponds to a real number. That means already we know that the alphabets are 26 alphabets are there. Here A is assigned to 1. That means alphabet's first number is 1. E is assigned to 5. A, B, C, D, E, 5th, 5, 5th. Similarly, I is assigned to 9. And O is assigned to 15. And U is assigned to 21. So this is important. So here we can easily say that the sample space here, it contains a set of vowels, that is A, I, O, U, and X is a random variable, and these are the real numbers from 1 to 26. So A is assigned to 1 and E is assigned to 5 and I is assigned to 9, O is assigned to 15 and U is assigned to 20. So X of S is subset or equal to R. That means these all are real numbers. They are subset or equal to R. Therefore, X is a mapping from S to R. It is a random variable. So this is the best example of a random variable. So this we can write in examination and we get the many marks on this examination. This is very, very important and easy to understand what is the definition of a random variable. So next we are going to see some problems on this random variable. So here he has given a problem. Let x denotes the number of heads in a single toss of 4 paid coins. So already we know that when a coin is tossed n times, then we are having a formula 2 power n. When a coin is tossed 4 times, then we are having 2 power 4, that is equal to 16 elements. So what he has asked is, he has asked the probability distribution function, and he has asked p of x less than 2 and p of 1 less than x less than or equal to 3. So that we are going to find. So when a coin is tossed n times, that means we already know we are having a formula 2 power n. When a coin is tossed 4 times means 2 power 4, that equal to 16. So these are the 16 elements. Next, x denotes number of heads in tossing a coin. So 0 heads, that is probability is 1 by 16. 1 head, that is probability 4 by 16. 2 heads, that is probability 6 by 16. 3 heads, that is probability 4 by 16. 4 heads, that is probability 1 by 16. So now the distribution table is, so 0 heads. Here x represents number of heads. P of x represents the probability. So 0 heads is 1 by 16. 1 head is 4 by 16. 2 heads is 6 by 16. 3 heads is 4 by 16. 4 heads is 1 by 16. So on adding this all we get 1. We already know that the probability is equal to 1. So our probability distribution is completed. So now we are going to find P of x less than 2. He has given strictly less than 2. That means we have to take x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 1. P of x equal to 0 means 1 by 16. P of x equal to 1 means 1 by 4 by 16. That equal to 5 by 16. So similarly, he has asked 1 less than x less than or equal to 3. That means 2 and 3. So P of x equal to 2, that is 6 by 16. P of x equal to 3, that is equal to 4 by 16. So the answer is 10 by 16. So next he has given the other problem. 2 dice are thrown. So we already know that when a die is rolled n times, then it contains 6 power n elements. When a die is thrown 2 times means 6 square, that equal to 36 elements. So he has given a condition that x of AB equal to maximum of AB. So that means x of AB is maximum of AB. So if we take x equal to 1, maximum of 1 is 1, 1. That equal to probability is 1 by 36. If we take 2, maximum 2, that means we are having 3 cases, that is 3 by 36. If we take 3, that means we are having 5 cases, maximum of 3. Maximum of 4 are 7 by 36. Maximum of 5 is 9 by 36. Maximum of 6 is 11 by 36. So now we have to construct a probability distribution table. So here I have constructed the probability of distribution table, and we already know that the probability is equal to, entire probability is equal to 1. So the value is 1. Now I have to find the mean. The formula of mean is mu equal to pi into xi. That means 1 into 1 by 36 plus 2 into 3 by 36 plus 3 into 5 by 36 and so on 6 into 11 by 36. So I get the answer, that is 4.47. So this is the solution for B. Next, variance means sigma xi pi into xi square minus mu square. That means mean square. So that means here I have to take square to x and simply p simple and x means square. So that means 1 by 36 into 1 square plus 3 by 36 into 2 square plus 5 by 36 into 3 square plus 7 by 36 into 4 square plus and so on 11 by 36 into 6 square minus mean square. Mean is 4 by 4, 4.47. That means minus 4.47 square. That is 1.989. So this is the variance. So I already know that the standard deviation is sigma equal to, standard deviation is taken as sigma. So it is the square root of variance. That means square root of 1.989. So the value becomes as 1.4103. So similarly we can do this type of problem for minimum of AB also. We can do same in the same process. Here the only difference is in place of maximum we are having minimum. So we have to consider the minimum values here. So the next problem is he has given if a pair of dice thrown, if a pair of dice means we already know that 6 square, that is 36 elements. He has given a condition that x of AB equal to sum of AB. So sum of AB means up to last element we are having 6 plus 6 12. So if I starting from 2, that means 2, 1 1 means 2. So we have to start from 2 and we have to end it from 12. Why means 6 plus 6 12. So if I take x equal to 2, so there is only one case, 1 by 36. If I take x equal to 3, 2 1, 2 1, 3, and that means 2 cases, 2 by 36. Similarly, x equal to 4, I get 3 by 36. Similarly, all the values I get. So now what I have to do is I have to draw the probability distribution function. So I have drawn this. So next, fifth problem. This is very important problem. Many times he has given in the exam. So here he has given a distribution function and he has asked this all values. So he has asked find the value of k. First of all, he has asked what is the value of k, and he has asked evaluate p of x less than 6, x greater than or equal to 6, and p of 0 less than x less than 5, and p of x equal to 4, 1 less than x less than 5, x less than or equal to 2, and find minimum value of k such that p of x less than or equal to k greater than 1 by 2, and determine the distribution function, find the mean, variance, and standard deviation. So these are all he has asked. So we already know that the total probability is equal to 1. So I have total probability is equal to 1. So now I get the value k equal to 0.1 and k equal to 1 minus 1. So here probability means it is a positive. It should not be a negative one. So we should not take k equal to minus. We should take only the positive value. So therefore k equal to 0.1. Next problem is p of k x less than k 6. Less than 6, strictly less than 6. That means we have to take up to 5. So to probabilities we have to take, we get solution. X greater than or equal to 6. That means x equal to 6 plus x equal to 7. I get the answer 0.1. 0 less than x less than 5. That means we are having values from 1 to 4. On substituting these values, we get this answer. Next, similarly, p of x equal to 4. Probability of x equal to 4 is 3k. That means 3 into k value is 0.1. That we get 0.3. P of 1 less than x less than 5. That means 1 strictly less than 1 less than x less than 5 means up to 2 to 4. So on substituting these values, we get the required solution. Similarly, p of x less than or equal to 2. Next, we have asked the minimum value of k such that p of x less than or equal to k greater than 1 by 2. That means we have to take the k values. So the condition is x less than or equal to k greater than 1 by 2. Suppose if I take 0, then it is 0. If I take k equal to 1, then the value becomes 0.1. So which is less than 1 by 2. If I take k equal to 2, then I got 0.3, which is less than 0.5. If I take k equal to 3, then it is having 0.5, which is equal to 0. But he has said that not equal, he has said to greater than 1 by 2. So I have taken another value. So I have taken k equal to 4. So that becomes 0.8. So it is greater than 0.8. So if I take k equal to 4, then my condition is satisfied. So I have written this. Next, he has asked a distribution function. So here, this is the distribution function. One side we have to write the x values and we have to write the p of x values. So next, mean. We already know that mean is pi into xi. So on doing this, we get 3.66. Variance means pi into xi square minus mu square. We get the variance. Similarly, SD means square root of variance. We get the standard deviation. So next, he has given find the probability function for the following distribution function expectation of x. Expectation means it is mean. Simply, it is called as mean. So pi into xi, I got 11 by 2. Next, expectation of x square, that means pi into xi square. I got the answer 93 by 2. Next, 2x plus 1 whole square. So this can be written as a plus b whole square. That means a square plus b square plus 2ab. So on the similar manner, we get the answer 209. So similarly, he has asked the mean. We already know that the mean is fi into xi. Variance is sigma fi into xi square minus u square. We get the required answer. So this is for the next problem is based on the continuous. So it is also similarly like this, but here in continuous we have to take the integration. So he has given a function f of x equal to kx square, where 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 equal to 0 otherwise. Then he has asked to find the probability of x less than 1 by 2 and x greater than or equal to 3 by 4. So we already know that the total probability is equal to 1. That means integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x dx equal to 1. Then we get k equal to 3. So I have k equal to 3. Next we ask to find x less than 1 by 2. Less than 1 by 2 means we are having the two cases. One is minus infinity to 0 plus 0 to 1 by 2. Then I got the answer 1 by 8. He has given next problem, he has given x greater than or equal to 3 by 4. Greater than means up to infinity. That means 3 by 4 to infinity. That means 3 by 4 to 1 and 1 to infinity. So this 1 by infinity value becomes 0. So this value becomes 3x square. So 3 into x square on integration of x square, we get x cube by 3 that equal to 1 minus 3 by 4 whole cube that equal to 37 by 64. So this is the problems on the continuous. So these are the problems on discrete random variables, that is